Vashon High School's 7 buildings, which range in age from 70 to 35 years old, make up an archipelago of sagging, mismatched structures. None of these buildings scored higher than 66 out of 100 possible points in an independent evaluation for structural integrity, among other things. A comprehensive remodel would preserve 80% of the existing buildings and tie them together with a new, centrally located classroom building. These doors open thousands of times a day, releasing warm air and bringing in cold. By connecting buildings and adding central heating and ventilation, the new plan will save 20% in energy costs per square foot. The main building was designed as an open learning space, but walls went up within a year of construction, restricting air circulation and daylight. There are no interior hallways, so students must exit the building to get to most classrooms, which are, on average, 20% smaller than classrooms in the elementary school. Nearly every weekend, the theater is in use for community dance shows and dramas or preparing for the next high school production. There is no sound booth and no bathrooms or sinks in the dressing area, which doubles as a classroom during the week. The fire marshal declared this room too small for an average-sized class, depriving students and teachers of valuable space for regular instruction. This is the only place where teachers share a common area to collaborate and work. Some teachers don't have their own space to prepare for lessons, correct papers and tests, tutor students, work together, and store materials. A 2007 assessment rated VHS's technology infrastructure unsuitable. Inadequate outlets, poor data distribution, poorly configured classrooms, inadequately sized computer labs, and old presentation equipment contribute to an archaic and inefficient system. This rusting canopy needs to be replaced. Just one example of many small but essential problems that a comprehensive plan would fix. This is one of 7 HVAC systems currently on campus. Installing a centralized ground source heat pump in a 2-story classroom building would save significant costs per square foot for heating. Built in 1961, this gym serves approximately 37,000 community members annually for meetings, memorial services, and school and park district events. With such high demand, not everybody can practice at a reasonable hour. For example, the JV basketball team practices at 5:45 every weekday morning, and intramural sports often last late into the evening. A new auxiliary gym would accommodate more than one event at the same time. Lack of ventilation and light make this room stuffy and dark. People in wheelchairs cannot get into the women's locker rooms. Since the track does not meet Nisqually League standards, VHS cannot host meets here. To compete, our teams must always travel. The stadium track and field require about 750 hours of groundskeeping and 75,000 gallons of water each year. Synthetic turf would require minimal upkeep and save the district between $17,000 to $20,000 a year in water and maintenance costs. Strollers and wheelchairs cannot get onto the grandstand at all. At any given time of the day, you can see students walking or socializing in the parking lot with cars going in and out. There are many other secluded nooks and crannies on the campus where students can go without being seen. An integrated campus will help limit outdoor roaming and provide more windows for monitoring activity. Remodeling and modernizing the VHS campus will benefit all of Vashon, with new classrooms that provide ample room for students to learn in bright, well-ventilated spaces, as opposed to the dimly lit, too small classrooms they know today. New technology to enhance teaching and learning. Workspaces for teachers. new heating and ventilation systems for better energy efficiency and reduced maintenance, a safer and more secure campus, and improved athletic facilities that make sporting events accessible to people with disabilities, provide more space for community events, reduce upkeep costs, and give VHS teams a home base for hosting games and events.